Hey guys, this is Dad and Anna, and we're gonna go out for a walk today. Go down and check on the spring and check on the horses. But wanted to make a little bit different video today. The title's a little different, but it's not really a preaching video, so don't click off. Don't be discouraged if you're not into preaching stuff. But we've been having for our devotions in the morning. We're always busy. So in the morning, a lot of times we'll find a little clip, a video or devotion off of YouTube, and while everybody's sitting down having breakfast, we'll watch the video, and then it's a whole lot easier when you got a whole bunch of kids to get them to hush up and be quiet when they're stuffing their mouth full of food. Look at this beautiful spring day. Got the grass, it's down. Horses got it ate down, but they're starting to get out here and eat even though they got hay, so that's always a good sign. I'm excited for warmer weather and for some grass to be coming back, which we'll probably be regretting it here in a month or so when we're having to cut it all the time. So anyhow, we do the little videos, and it works good for time to knock out some devotions and at the same time as what we're trying to have breakfast. But we like to look up stuff that pertains to current events or just whatever's going on, different things that we're thinking about or whatnot. And we've been studying on honor for parents. Yeah, he likes you. Don't be scared of him. Going up there. It's good to pet him. Get some used to you. He's a gentle little guy anyway, isn't he? I've been studying on honor and respecting parents, and I got on YouTube, and I was really disappointed that there was a few videos on there. Well, there's a decent amount for kids honoring parents, but I was disappointed on the lack of stuff from kind of a Christian perspective. There's a lot of stuff on there for a different religion that's not Christian, and in spite of all that, we heard a pretty neat, good story, so thought we'd try to talk about it a little bit this morning. The story is about a little boy. He's 2 years old, and his dad took him out to the park one morning, and they went out for a walk, and they're walking along, and his little boy says, "Hey Papa, what's that? What's that?" And the little boy said, "Oh, that's a crow, son." He said, "Oh, okay." So they walked on a little further. They said, "What's that, Papa? What's that in that tree?" He said, "That's a crow, buddy. That's a crow." "Oh, okay." Walked on some more, and the little boy saw another tree. "What's that, Papa? What's that?" He said, "Oh, that's a crow." "Oh, okay." So the little boy asked this 30 times. They went out through the woods there, walking around. Wow, there's a big chunk of firewood we're gonna have to come cut up. Looks like it's knocked down a couple layers of fence. But anyhow, 30 times. And his dad did something I thought was pretty neat. He kept a journal, and when they got home, as they were walking, the dad was patient and explained to him each time, told him it's a crow, and he didn't get harsh with him or upset that he had to tell him over and over again. And when they got home, his dad wrote down in a journal, "Oh, today we went out to the park and they took their son out, and we went and he asked 30 times over and over again what a crow was." And he just thought that was a pretty neat story, so he wrote it down and gave a record of it. So years later, the boy's 30 years down the road, so the boy's 32 years old now, and his dad called him up one day and he said, "Hey son, how you doing?" And I said, "Oh Dad, you know how it is. I'm starting out in business and family, and I'm just super busy, just covered up all the time, and looks like our little bridge here got a little bit of debris and flooding from the floods the other day." Look at that. we had a little birthday party for Sean for her 16th birthday down here in the back field, and we made this little humped over bridge to get over the creek. A little bit of water flowing there. Anyhow, the boy said, "Dad, I'm super busy. What's going on, Dad? What can I help you with?" And he said, just wondering how you're doing. I gotta go, Dad. I'm in a hurry. And he said, "Hey, why don't you come pick me up and let's go out to the park?" "Oh, really, Dad? I got things to do." "Yeah, I'd like to spend a little time with you." And the boy was, "Is there something going on? I mean, was there a reason? What's the deal?" He said, "No, I'd really want to spend some time with you." And the boy finally consented, begrudgingly, and he gets to the dad's house. "Come on, Dad, let's go. We gotta get going." And they load up and they go out to the park. And as they're walking along, the dad sees a tree. "What's that up in that tree?" And the boy said, "That's a crow, Dad. You know what that is." They walked along a little further, and Dad points to another tree. "Hey, what's that black thing over in that tree?" And the son said, "Dad, really, I don't have time to play games. What's the deal? You know what it is. It's a crow." And he said, "Well, son, funny thing, I was reading my journal the other day, and I found that we went to this park when you were 2 years old, and we walked through the park, and how many times do you think that you asked me what a crow was?" And the boy said, "Well, I don't know, Dad, maybe 5 times or something, who knows?" And he said, "No, actually, you asked me 30 times, and each time I was loving and kind, and I spent the time with you to tell you what it was and explain to you, and I just wanted to spend some time with you as well." So, interesting story, but it kind of strikes home to everybody. And on a note about devotions, we think about what parents have done for us. They take care of us, and they clothe us, and they get up with us in the night when we're teething, and when we're sick and we got a fever, they stay up all night long, and then they get up and go to work the next day and exhausted a lot of the time. But do we always show them that we appreciate them, or do we even ever show them often that we appreciate them? I know that I haven't a lot in my life. I've not really been considerate at times in my life, and I've had to go back and tell people, my parents and people that were a big influence on my life, that I really appreciated what they did for me and everything. But it's an interesting thing to think about, and with devotions as well. Like, it's really easy to get up and do like the son did and just rush through the day. Man, I got a lot to do. I'm super busy. All the homesteading chores are piling up on us and whatnot. And I think this is one of our biggest oak trees on the farm right here. But all the chores are piling up on us, and we got a lot to do, and you don't take the time to spend with God in the morning. And to think about it, God's done a lot more for us than what we could ever do for him, or even show or appreciate. But how often do we return the favor and just spend a little bit of time with him? But interesting thought. So let's start showing people, and parents especially, but everybody in our life, how much that we appreciate about them, and let them know anytime you think about it. Just spend a little bit of time and thank people, and let them know how much they've done for us and how much we appreciate them. Anyhow, give us some comments and thumbs up, and have a blessed day, and hopefully the weather's nice and the spring is bright and beautiful where y'all are at, and have a blessed day.